Before we get to the video, feel free to check out my Patreon linked in my bio where I post exclusive content that you won't see here on YouTube or any of my other social media accounts like stop motions, toy photography, music production, behind the scenes of projects I work on such as videos and dioramas, plus more for $5 a month. Now let's get straight to it. What's up, you guys? Thank you for clicking on this video. So as you can tell by the title, we have some insane news to cover in today's video. So we have some things that everybody's been talking about online, but there's also some ChrisJaammm sort of exclusive things that not everybody's talking about. So sit back, grab a snack, and listen on as your boy rambles about some delicious news here. So first up, let's talk about the obvious, the elephant in the room since last night at the time of this recording. We have our first listing for 2026 Age of the Primes toy line. And this comes in from JT Prime 17. He's back yet again. We have a leader class big Convoy. And this comes right at the time where I'm thinking about letting go of mine. Man, this is crazy timing for me personally. But in terms of this being a leader class, I gotta say, I'm a little skeptical. I'm excited that we're getting a new big Convoy, obviously, because the last time we got one was over 5 years ago, and that was a re-release of a mold that's like 25 years old. Even though I still think that mold has aged beautifully and is still an amazing figure, it would be nice to get a new update that's a little bit cheaper for people. But at the same time, I'm thinking here, you know, the modern day leader class, it's a little simplistic for what Big Convoy is and all the features he has, because he's got that big, huge cannon. He's got all the flip out weapons and armament that's on his body. He's got the Matrix with the Matrix chamber. He's also got the Matrix Buster. So all that stuff included, I mean, he does have kind of like a shell former kind of simplistic transformation a little bit. So maybe that'll help with the budget and evening things out in terms of accessories and features on him. So I want to be optimistic on this, but with how leader class figures have been the last like 6-7 years, I think they're going to leave out something or a couple things, whether it's the Matrix chamber or the Matrix Buster. I think those could be things that are left on the cutting room floor for features on Big Convoy that you usually would get in the toys or the cartoon. So I'm a little disappointed that he's not a commander class. I've been saying here on the channel the last couple of years, since we've gotten rumors or we've been getting characters from the Beast Wars animes. I mean, Big Convoy is one that is coming no matter what, and now we have the listing. But I've been saying on this channel that he needs to either be commander class or a made-to-order release. And I reported a few weeks ago or last month or whatever that he was rumored to be a made-to-order release by some leakers. That's obviously not true anymore. And then some people are going to take my video and place it as fact that I was trying to like mislead or clickbait people. But that was the news that was going on at the time. Like, people don't understand that rumors and leaks and news expires over time sometimes, and news videos get outdated. So people take like a video from me that's like a month or 5 months ago, and they try and say I was clickbaiting when the info changes, or the leak or rumor that I was covering turns out to not be true. Like, I'm putting this out there myself when I'm really not, which is kind of weird, but hey, that's the cost of being like, I'm using air quotes here, a news channel for things. So, but yeah, I'm really excited to see what they do with this Big Convoy, and hopefully not too much is hindered with him being a leader class. And in other news, again from JT Prime 17, he put up this like post where he's hinting at stuff. And I got this screenshot from my guy TF Universe 16 on Instagram. He kind of like tried to decode what he's hinting at here. So I'm going to be taking what he's saying here and trying to apply it to what JT Prime was sort of trying to riddle with leaks. So I'm going to read this and give you guys my thoughts on it as always. So JT Prime 17 said here, and I quote, "A bird told me there's a mammoth of information out there about some celebrations happening, so for those who like to party, I'd be quick to strike and punch your ticket. Be careful for fakes though and check your apples. I'd hate for you to have to claw out a razor or two, or it might be crazy and am I hearing things?" And then TF Universe takes his stab at saying things on what these could be hinting at. Big Convoy, which is pretty obvious with the mammoth, and then we got the listing a few hours later yesterday, and then QUICKSTRIKE, and then maybe Punch, Counterpunch, Universe, Razor Claw. I definitely do feel like the Big Convoy, QUICKSTRIKE, and Razor Claw thing is the most obvious. Punch, Counterpunch, that could be the thing. I mean, that has been kind of like rumored that we may be getting a new one for a couple years now, if I remember correctly. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is really what JT Prime is 100% hinting at. Now, obviously, we don't know for sure. There's tons of Transformers names and characters out there that have similarities with these characters, and you know how it is with Transformers. There's thousands of names and similarities and stuff, so we just gotta wait and see until we get more of these listings. I feel like it's gonna be a pretty big main event these next couple weeks with listings trickling out for next year's product, which is gonna be really exciting. And you all know me on the channel, I'm definitely gonna be covering that. But in terms of getting a QUICKSTRIKE, Counterpunch, and Universe Razor Claw, I'm here for all that. Counterpunch I probably won't be getting, I just don't really care about the character. But Razor Claw, I've been saying for over a year now since we got Tigerhawk, we need that repaint. It's one of my favorite repaints from the 2000s era of Transformers. QUICKSTRIKE, it's a Beast Wars character that we need desperately, and it's one that's been hyped up the last couple years, and people have been asking online for a lot. And I would love to see that design get redone as a deluxe class. You know, the original was like a scout class, I think, and it had a bunch of clear plastic. Really wasn't that great of a figure in terms of aging like 25 years later now. So seeing an update on that would be great. And then lastly, for this video, I got sent this DM from Evan via the first creator 2004 on Instagram, so shout out to you. Thank you for sending this my way for a news video. So this person DM'd Evan, and he basically asked, and I quote, "Is the Transformers SS86 ending next year, and is the Omega Prime HasLab already shipping?" And Evan replied with, 86 isn't really ending, but the releases for it will be quite diminished. There will be occasional figures here and there, but I'd say most of the heavy hitters will have been made. Globally, I can say Omega will be shipping soon. So some nice little tidbits here to unpack. So the Omega Prime thing, I'm not really surprised by. People in other countries and like, what was it, New Zealand or something are already getting their copies in the last couple weeks, which is really exciting. I'm really looking forward to getting my Omega Prime in at some point soon. But the question is, when are the US backers getting their copies? It's very odd that a random country like New Zealand is getting theirs, you know, but I guess that's just how it is sometimes. But I'm really excited to get that in hand here soon. And in terms of the 86 line, we've heard rumors the last year or two about it ending or it not really having that much of an impact in Studio Series like after 2026, the 40th anniversary. So this isn't really surprising to me. I don't think it's ever really going to end. I think it's just going to slow down a lot to where it eventually does end in the next few years, because it's just going to get to a point where they're just doing characters just to do it. Like, here's a background robot that was in a scene for like a second. You know, it's going to start getting to that point in the next couple years. So it just makes sense that after next year, it's going to slow down and probably, in my opinion, I'm speculating here, probably going to eventually end too. Because there's so many other characters in the Studio Series that Hasbro needs to get to, whether it's from the movies or the video games or comic books or, you know, just all types of different stuff. So none of this is really surprising, but it is good to get word and confirmation from an actual designer at Hasbro that works on these Transformers figures, you know. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Some nice, juicy news I wanted to talk about today. Let me know down in the comments below. How do y'all feel about Leader Class Big Convoy coming out next year? What do you guys think about the hints that JT was giving? And how do you guys feel about what Evan is saying here with the 86 line slowing down? All my social medias are linked down below, including my email if y'all want to hit me up about business inquiries, if you want to message me about whatever. And yeah, thank y'all for watching this video. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye!